No, don't get into this I before E
I
except
did.
after C.
I did
you know?
learn my the alphabet at one point in my life. Don't worry. And I do have a collegiate degree, so there's a brain cell up there doing something.
All right, so we've got a couple of Connecticut crews here. We got a Greenwich crew here over closest to us in lane 6 of Brocky and Young. Minneapolis Rowing Club, Stenerson, that's a good Swedish name there with a S-E-N,
nice
right?
native there.
Yeah, and Miller, and then Jones and Cato from Alexandria, that's in Washington, D.C. area, Alexandria, Virginia. And Saugatuck, another Connecticut crew, Dodge and Wolf. And then Masters coaching of Schanauer and Jarvis in lane 2. And they are sitting at the starting line. This is a pair, so you're going to see one rower, one oar, 2 oars total, no coxswain.
Lined up very nicely right now.
Yep, they are aligned very nicely.
Very efficient.
That was good.
They've got it down pat after the morning.
The stake boat personnel are doing a great job. The aligners got it down. Lynn Wilder up there at the starting line.
I'm not going to lie. It does look like that outside lane in lane 6, the starting platform is placed slightly to the starboard side.
Oh, interesting, yeah. So everybody's kind of forced over
I've
here a little bit.
noticed that in multiple races where the starboard oars are super close to those buoys.
Yeah, they sure have been.
And then that kind of starts them off not in a great spot. As you can see here, lane 6 is already,
finding buoys,
flirting with those starboard buoys, which no one really wants to do, especially in the start when you're at your high strokes.
And they haven't varied very much from that, have they?
No, they haven't, but at this, they've moved so far over that the buoys aren't really affecting them right now.
Nope.
It looks like they are. Well, there's a little bit of a hit.
They're starting to adjust.
You either got to go one way, you got to commit one way or the other to stay right on the line or move back to the middle of the line.
So our open invitation to having guests come up to the tower has been fulfilled once again. We've got a couple of wonderful ladies, Joan Altman and Ann Heiser from Rockford, Illinois. And you're from Rockford? And Janesville, Wisconsin, just over the border from Rockford. Just across the border. But we're watching the Women's Open EF pair final right now. These two ladies are going to race in the, which category? G double.
Last race of the regatta.
Okay, they're going to be racing in the last race of the regatta on Sunday in the G double, so they'll be having fun all weekend here in Sarasota County.
Ann's racing today.
Ann is also racing today in a single. Is that right?
Rowing down.
Rowing down. There she goes. She's going to win some, show some young whippersnappers how to do it, right? And then Joan is going to be also racing in a single. And F and G. She's going to do the same thing. Where did you start rowing?
Minneapolis Rowing Club.
Minneapolis Rowing Club. Ann started at when?
About 87.
1987. So she's a newcomer to the sport because Joan started rowing at University of Virginia in 1972. I won't even say how old I was in 1972.
I wasn't even a thought.
So we've got a couple of true masters. Kendall was asking earlier about the masters rowers, and I would say that these two women are true masters rowers.
I believe that.
1972 and 1987.
72, then the year of the passage of Title IX.
Yeah.
That's true.
Very important
that is true.
mark that we celebrate this year.
Yeah.
That is true. 50 years.
So Joan has been rowing since 1972 pretty consistently. Never really took that break off. A lot of masters rowers, they have that break. They row in college or they get started early in the year, early in their careers, and then they have this thing called life, which is usually composed of a job, of some significant other, family, damn kids, right? All that stuff. But Joan has been a trooper and kept on rowing throughout the years. So
good for you, Joan.
How about you? Have you been pretty much nonstop? Or did you took a break?
I had to stop at 41, had a couple kids in my 40s.
Yeah.
Took me out of the game for 16 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank goodness Rockford was across.
Well, there you go. So Ann took a little bit of a break. She's probably more of that traditional kind of take a break kind of athlete, but then came back to it, realized how good it is for her, and came back to it. So we're coming on the finish line right now
Yeah,
of
the
this
bright pink
EF.
jersey,
We got
so
the,
we
the
can see
boat
Fair.
that.
from Alexandria of Jones and Cato securely in this first place position.
They want to make sure we see them.
That's right.
We see you.
We see you.
We
You're
see you
looking
crossing
great.
that
Done
line
well.
Looking
in
great.
first place.
Gold medal.
There's your Minneapolis Rowing Club. Looks like they're going to be third. Who's in second?
Saugatuck
Oh, man.
of Dodge and Wolf.
And we got a double or a pair that's,
Kind of on
Switching
an angle
lanes.
here. Yeah.
they're going to finish.
Going out
but
a little bit.
that happens sometimes. You get excited. That's what happens. That
You
toe,
see more of the lake that, or the,
Well,
the
what hap-
venue that way.
Right, that
you know?
toe, you kind of forget that your toe is attached to a rudder. And you get really excited. You want to pull real hard, and then you forget. And that happens sometimes. But that's part of racing. So more experience here and there and everywhere. So are you ladies having a good time?
Wonderful time, absolutely. Everything's grand. The venue is perfect. The announcing is spectacular.
Thank you so much.
It is.
Goodness.
It's very good. And the sound system's good. It's been a lovely experience. We look forward to the weekend. Ditto. It's really
Ann
good.
says ditto. Do you bow or stroke?